Hear STDs are a big problem in retirement homes.
All right, what do I do? I'm leading.
Welcome to episode 3, baby.
Hey guys,
Episode 3 of That's Crazy.
That's crazy.
So every week we've been switching off who leads the podcast, and it's my turn. And so I'm trying to figure out what's going on here.
Dr. Jones, baby, take it away.
Okay, so let's start off with how was your guys' week?
Wild, absolutely wild.
Yeah.
Dev and I just got back from Hawaii. Had a really good time. Super short, super sweet. Some highlights. The entire goal, we tried to do Stairway to Heaven. Didn't do it. So we found, okay, check this out. Stairway to Heaven. It's these stairs that go all the way to the top of the mountain.
Great song.
It is also a great song. It goes to the top of the mountain. At the very top of the mountain is a radio tower. So the whole point was in World War II, these stairs were created so that they could rush up and adjust the antenna, I think is what it was, super quickly. There's a front way, which is about a mile, and there's a back way, which is like 5 miles. So it's like a 4 to 5 hour hike. And so
like 5 miles up.
5 miles. It's like a brutal hike, 5 miles.
Both ways. Yeah.
Yeah. So our goal was we found out that it is illegal to go the front way. You get fined $2,000, and there's cops waiting for you.
Wow.
If you go the front way. So
you did it.
We tried to do it, yeah. So we got there at like 3:30 a.m. Because we wanted to catch sunrise,
right.
And so we got there at 3:30 a.m. and literally the second we pull, it's like this, there's this fence that you jump over, you go in this ditch. It's like we had it all planned out, and literally the second we stopped, a cop pulls up right behind us.
Cops were everywhere.
Literally
they
everywhere.
were just crawling through there. No one was doing that hike.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Why is that illegal?
Because it's super dangerous. There was a storm that wiped out the stairs, or not
wiped out, just
damaged it, I think.
So people get really scared when they hike up this, and they have to bring helicopters in to rescue them, and they're super expensive to fly helicopters to go save them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, one of my highlights from that trip was that heli flight. We did a heli flight around Oahu at sunset, and it was insane.
Absolutely unreal. There was like cloud cover.
There was one shot where the sun was underneath these low-lying clouds, so it looked like you're just flying through fire. It was
absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Also, a storm happened, which was super cool, like a lightning storm in the distance. And so we got these really cool shots of it'd be super dark and then it'd flash and it'd be our face was up against it. The lightning was so cool. It was so stinking cool.
Did you guys see any volcano action at all?
No, Oahu's not active at all.
I heard there was a volcano going on somewhere over in Hawaii. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah, what about you guys? Anything exciting happen this weekend?
No, not for me.
No, nothing really?
No, you guys were out of town, so I was I pretty much just sat at home, twiddled my thumbs.
They'll be back soon.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
My Friday was pretty dope. Good Faith came out.
Mm.
Madeon's album, which you can see I'm like a walking billboard
yeah, you
for.
are.
And the new Pokemon game.
And the Pokemon game. I heard about that.
Huge nerd.
How is it?
I've only played for like an hour, but it's been.
I thought you were gonna say like 4. And I was like, oh yeah.
I've only played for 40 hours. It's been enjoyable. I haven't played the last couple of games in the series, so it's kind of fun to get reacquainted with all the new stuff. They've thrown some old characters in there, so that's always fun to see.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
guess what I heard this weekend? Did you guys hear about Venice?
Yeah.
It is.
Underwater.
I said it to you guys. It is underwater.
Oh man.
Now why?
It's not funny, but
It's not.
You guys saw Spider-Man: Far From Home?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Pretty sure they predicted that.
Really good call. City.
Really good call.
Yeah, Sinking City. So it's underwater right now. I think it was the last time it happened was 50 years ago, something like that. But St. Mark's Cathedral is completely full. That's wild, man.
They're saying structural damage to the actual cathedral may not come back.
Yeah.
What was the one thing I read? There was there was some sort of government hearing going on while there was water rushing. They all had to run out of one of the buildings in there.
Dang, dude, that's crazy, man.
I'm just saying this place is Earth in general. I mean, there's protests everywhere.
I had no idea where you were going with that.
The tides are coming in. Venice is, going down. A bunch of crazy stuff happening. So, I don't know. Repent. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Hey, you're not wrong, though. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Love it, man.
All right. So is that the only stuff that happened in the world?
Oh yeah, SpaceX launched their
It's true.
60 new satellites for their Starlink constellation.
Oh wow.
It's going to be 40,000 satellites that circle the globe to give global internet.
Yeah.
That is
that'll be-
so crazy.
40,000.
Yeah,
Just,
absolutely.
like-
Back to my repent thing.
Because they know.
Well, just think of the global impact of that, right? Like people in America can easily create careers off of Instagram, but if you don't have the ability to get to the internet,
Isn't that
you can't do
so
that.
true?
But now there's a potential for like anybody
Everyone.
anywhere to do
Yeah.
that. So game changer.
Dude, that is such a fascinating.
It'd be
thing to
super
think about.
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys ever wish we went back to the Stone Age?
In some ways,
Yeah.
like I'm diabetic, so I'd last maybe a week.
That's-
But you know, other than that, like,
R.I.P. Casey. Yeah. R.I.P. Casey.
Kind of because I'm watching this TV show on Netflix called Ancient Aliens.
Mm.
Oh, you would love this show.
That show's great.
It's phenomenal.
That's where the aliens guy comes
Yeah,
from.
this guy. Yeah, he's got like crazy hair.
Is that
Yeah.
Trump? We talking about Trump
No,
right
yeah.
now?
The best aliens, the best aliens, the nicest people I've ever met.
Anyway. Yeah.
No, he's a meme. He's a meme. He's wearing like a brown
Yeah.
suit.
Also Trump.
Oh, yeah, also.
Anyways, what were you gonna say?
You guys ready for a game?
I'm super
I'm
excited
always
for
ready
it.
for it.
Okay, so I had this idea a couple weeks ago after our first podcast. I want to play real or fake headlines. So I compiled
Wow.
4 real headlines and 4 fake headlines, and you guys have to guess if they're real or
Phenomenal.
not.
How, do we get like a time limit? How much like we can talk about it?
I mean, I want it to be kind of quick.
Okay, so let's give ourselves like
rapid
10 seconds,
Right,
10, 15
right.
seconds. to think
So-
about it.
Do we all have to agree, or do you just go between?
No, I'm curious to see what you guys think.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so I'll start off with an easy one. All right. Disney Plus suffers miserable debut after Tennis Channel launches streaming service on the same day.
Yes,
That's true.
it's true.
That's
Gotta be
100%
true.
true.
Because I heard Disney said
sounds
something
fake.
about.
That was fake.
Yeah.
What about
It's
the?
the tennis that's
Yeah.
fake.
Yeah.
That's not fair. That's not fair. I did hear that the Disney Plus thing was just
Yeah, I heard it was
a
struggling.
little
so-
rough. Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. I like it. Yeah,
Did you
well,
really?
yeah, I got it with my brothers.
I will say the one thing they did well is they launched a ton of content on day
So-
one.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
they'll
yeah.
make it.
That
If
is
you
a
throw
big-
enough money
Also,
at anything.
shout out The Mandalorian. That show is insane. If you're a Star Wars geek,
I'm
Oh.
waiting until December to
Phenomenal.
purchase Disney Plus because
was-
the
Yeah.
whole season.
the whole season will
They
be on
release
December.
it. So
Yeah.
they've only released 2 episodes. They release it every Friday. So it's like back when you used to watch TV.
Oh, really?
You had to wait. You have to wait.
Good old days.
You can't just binge it. You have to wait a week to see the new episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's great
It's
stuff.
so great.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this one. Spanish man builds 60-foot spaceship to visit planet from his novels.
That is false.
Wait, from his novels?
From his novels.
So he wrote his own books.
See,
And now
I'm gonna
he's-
say
now
yes.
he's
I think it's
missing
true.
it.
It's too detailed. I think it's true, and I hope it's true. I think it's true. I'm so excited.
I'm gonna say false. I'm gonna.
I want to go with false too.
I think it's true.
That one's true.
Let's go, dude. Yeah, it's
People are
too
so
detailed, and
crazy.
people are crazy.
There's a picture of him standing next to his rocket that he
I
built.
love that.
That's crazy.
Dude, that is crazy. Yeah, welcome to the podcast. That's crazy.
Welcome to the podcast.
Okay.
True engineer right there.
U.S. Embassy says to ignore email invitation to a Cookie Monster cat party.
I wish this was true.
A Cookie Monster cat party?
Cat party, yeah.
That's false. There's no way.
The U.S. government.
U.S. Embassy in Australia.
It's Australia. I'll say it's true.
It's false.
I think it's true.
False for sure.
That one's also true.
Dude, I am
I think
losing.
some intern accidentally sent out an invitation to
I could
her
totally
own
see
like
that.
Cookie Monster themed cat party.
No.
To
I love that those are the people working in our government.
I know, right?
Yeah. Wait, do you think she got a raise?
They're like, this is the best content we've seen in
yeah.
ages.
She's, yeah, president, you know.
This is the best party. Cookie Monster. It's the new party I'm running with. Cookie Monster party.
Okay, you guys are gonna love this one. Lottery winner arrested after dumping $200,000 of manure on ex-boss's lawn.
Is that Mr. Beast?
I want to say that's true. Although that'd be 3 true in a row. And this is where my anxiety kicks in. This is why I didn't go to college. So,
You're like, I've circled C twice.
I know. I'm like,
That is true though. No. That is the most stressful thing in the world.
Wait, can you read that one more time?
Yeah.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Lottery winner arrested after dumping $200,000 of manure on ex-boss's lawn.
that's true for sure.
I think it's true.
I'm going
I'll
3
go
in a
with
row.
true.
That one's false.
Man.
Did you make that up?
No, I found most of these are from The Onion. I was gonna say.
Yeah, that is such a Madeon article for sure.
Because I was like, I
Yeah.
can't write convincing headlines.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
Place for that.
2 elderly men sneak out of nursing home to attend heavy metal festival.
I
Dude.
snuck them out.
Yeah, right. I
No.
think it's true.
False.
I think it's
False.
true.
It's true. The
I
funny
have
thing
not
is, I
gotten a single
remember,
one.
I remember reading that headline when it came out.
You're like, that's gonna be
Yeah,
me.
it's like, that's so funny.
Man.
Heck
This is
yeah, dude.
upsetting.
Good for
My
them,
grandma
though.
used to
Good for
sneak
them.
out of the retirement home.
For real?
She was a wild.
I hear STDs are a big problem in retirement homes.
Yeah.
Did you watch Pete Davidson's SNL? He talks about that.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's-
hilarious.
oh, yeah.
Anyways, keep going.
Alright. Bar fight de-escalates after both parties unable to tear off t-shirts.
It escalated after they were?
De-escalate.
Oh, yeah.
I would say it's true.
Yeah, that's probably true. Wait,
false.
Wait. How many have been true so far?
Dan, stop.
Stop. This is why you're getting them wrong.
Okay, probably.
Go with your gut. I think it's false.
That one's false.
Dude, I'm just on a roll.
Okay. Icy road conditions lead to multi-deer pileup on highway.
Wait.
No.
What?
That's not.
Like John Deere's?
No, like actual, like the animal.
Oh, because they have hooves. They can't. They just slide over. I'm just picturing it now, and
Do you
it's
think
funny.
like one? Do you think one would see the other though and like get a clue?
Maybe they're like, I want to help, and then they just get halfway. They're like, slipping and sliding all
True
over
or
the
false?
place.
True or false?
False.
Oh man, true. It's true. That's true.
It's like borderline sweaty. It's gonna be okay, man. I think it's.
so nervous.
I think it's false. I think it's false.
It's false.
Okay. Did you say true? Oh man. Hey, prayers. Send prayers to Daniel. Okay, let's
I'm
go.
stressful.
Okay.
I'm stressing about a game.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
It
okay.
has no doesn't matter at all.
MLB awards MVP to hardworking concession stand workers.
I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
The,
Say it again.
the MLB
Yeah.
I can
awards
see that. With how,
I can see that
MVP
too.
to hardworking concession stand workers.
with how touchy everyone is.
Especially
that's
with
probably
like
true.
everybody wins. You know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
say
get a
true.
trophy. You
I'm
get a
gonna say
trophy.
true. Are you sure you want? What are you gonna say?
I feel like I shouldn't
You get a hot
answer.
dog. You get a hot dog.
Yeah, everybody gets a hot dog.
I would go to that game. For sure.
That's why they won the award. I think it's true.
false.
I think it's true.
True.
Sure.
False.
It's false.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
Are you kidding me? Just went with you. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I knew you'd go
Okay.
okay. So I got it wrong on purpose.
Woman boards flight to find her seat assignment is in the plane's lavatory.
That's it. I mean, that's actually impossible because there's
Yeah,
You
Something-
can assign a number.
unless there's a
False.
space.
False.
That one's actually true.
What
That
country?
doesn't. Yeah. What airline?
I don't.
Spirit.
Do you want me to pull it
Was
up?
it Spirit?
It probably.
Let's just say it was Spirit.
I'm assuming.
What?
I'm assuming that they had put like a number. They'd like misnumbered the plane, but I'm not 100% sure.
Are you gonna Google
Oh,
it right
like
now?
Yeah, I've got
they
it. pulled
used the
up.
wrong plane.
Right.
So like,
They like switched planes last second. all the
Oh, I
time.
get it. Yeah. That's actually really
Well.
funny. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. So it looks like the plane, the rows ended at 34, and her seat number was 35F.
Okay. We should have known that. That should be
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Dude, great ones, man.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I approve. I fully
It was
approve.
good.
I mean, it was fun, but I'm upset.
Yeah. What's our takeaway here? Yeah.
I'd be down to play it again.
Yeah. Next time. I love it.
Be true, false, and maybe.
Right. No, my coworkers were talking about the whole like Florida man thing,
Oh, Florida Man's a
Couple
real
weeks
thing.
ago.
Yes.
and then we're doing your game where it's like, you know, is this real or fake? And I was like, oh, that'd be really funny to do like a
Yeah.
true.
Oh
false
yeah.
thing.
100%.
Just with Florida Man.
Well, yeah, that too.
So Florida man
Honestly,
theme.
you could Florida man team
feel
real or
that.
fake.
Speaking of which, our sponsor today is Captain Morgan.
Thanks, Captain Morgan.
So, thanks, Captain. What's their slogan? Find your captain.
Alright, and cut. Alright, what do we want to talk about next?
Okay, so I've been thinking about success recently and
Okay.
actions.
Mm.
So I wanted to shoot off a couple quick fire questions to you guys, and then kind of dive into discussion on like what does success mean? You know, how do you achieve success? That kind of thing. So
Yeah.
first question, like, what would you define like your primary passion as? I think this is more difficult for me because I do so many different things.
Yeah.
So I'd say music is probably my primary passion. But like, also you guys do photography, videography.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure which one is more.
So I think mine would be, I mean, obviously, I would say my passion through everything has always been people. That is my passion. So I show that the most through filmmaking, but it's people.
Okay. Yeah.
I think mine is a little hard to pin down because for me, like right now, I guess in the past like 10 years I've been trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Still trying to figure it out, but I guess because I get into things and then get out of things, but the one thing that's been consistent is watches.
Yeah.
And horology, which is the study of watches and time. So I'm gonna say watches and horology. Which is kind of.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I would I'd definitely say creating either whether it's photo or video work that leaves a lasting impression on people.
Right.
So like one specific example I think of, right before I left Michigan to move out here to Seattle, I had a photo that took off the Mackinac Bridge photo. And like I skipped a whole day of class like selling prints of those.
Right.
But I actually got a couple emails in between there that it was like elderly people in the northern part of Michigan. They're like, oh, this bridge brings back all these memories when I used to play with my dad at the base of the bridge. And like I got a couple emails like that, and it's like and they would buy that print, and
you see the pictures of it in their house,
and it's hanging up in their house for like the rest of their life. So it's like creating something that leaves a lasting impression, whether that's a wedding video where this couple will look at this till the end of their life together.
Right.
Yeah, dude, you're so talented as well. Have you guys seen that picture, the Mackinac Bridge one? That is seriously absolutely unreal.
So that was kind of like dove into my next question then, like what is the epitome of your passion? So for you, like if you had to boil like your passion down to one medium, would you say photography or videography?
It's so...
Or just like a combination, just camera
It's
work?
definitely a combo because photo, I love being able to sit down and like let my vision come to life in a photo.
Right.
And I feel like I don't have all the tools yet, or I don't know all the
things.
Yeah.
all the things to make video come to life in that way that I know how to make photos come to life.
Yeah, it's totally fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the second question I was going to ask is like, what is the epitome of your passion? So like for Devon, it's like obviously creating that connection.
It's the yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's
might be a little hard for you.
It is kind of hard. I think it's the epitome of it is finding the art, you know, because what watches is what really draws me to it is a lot of people see watches and they go, oh sweet, look at you have $40,000 thing on your wrist.
Right.
But when I see that $40,000 thing on somebody's wrist, I go, somebody dedicated their life to this.
Yeah, right.
And
So-
they go through a struggle. I mean, you're looking through a magnifying glass 8 hours a day. So, and there's engraving and you're making these tiny parts. It's all handmade stuff. So to me it's just somebody. It's somebody's art that they're putting out there for other people to enjoy.
Right.
So I think it would be getting into the art side of it and really showing. I feel like through a watch you can show the watchmaker's passion.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, yeah,
Okay.
that's incredible. I think for me, so this is probably where we differ is, I mean, for me, it is straight film and video because I think if I had to like boil it down, it's just like, I mean, it's what I slogan everything with. It's like telling somebody's story. Like for me, the reason why I love that so much is because it means connecting with that person, right? And capturing those emotions and those feelings on camera and then telling a story about them. It's almost like giving them a voice where they haven't been able to be heard yet and being like, hey, this is how I see it through my eyes. Like, what do you think of this?
Yeah.
And if like I see that, like, you know, them light up like, oh dude, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like that for me is like the ultimate, like, wow, I was able to tell your story, you know? I love that. And I hope, like, I mean, obviously we're both getting so much better at it. We've got so much to learn, you know?
What about for you though?
Yeah,
So I think the biggest thing for me, because music has played such an emotional impact in my life, I would honestly be entirely happy. Like if I'm homeless, I never make a cent from music. If somebody was like, yo, your music like saved my life, like your music got me through a hard time, like something of that nature where it's like it had such an impact on me, like through something difficult or even like through something great. Like, hey, I just got married and like this song was like a meaningful thing for
Yeah,
so
right.
It's like leaving that impression.
Right. So
I think that kind of cool though. Genuinely for all of us, it's just like, hey, like how is it? What I admire about it is like it's not about us, right? Like how it's about other people. How do we use what we're passionate about to bless others? Like that's really cool, and I think like that's such a fulfilling way to live life,
I think a cool thing with what you do is like, and I think it's even cooler because throughout all of history, music has been such an emotional thing for so many people.
Absolutely.
And like, you see it in music now, like you said, like, hey, this song saved my life.
Yeah.
And like that Logic song.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
it's how many millions of people called the suicide hotline because of one track,
exactly.
right?
Yeah. So I think like, I'm getting goosebumps right now, man, because that's crazy stuff. That like. I just love that. That's like something that you think about.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I have like probably like 2 or 3 dozen tracks where I can be like I was listening to this in this specific moment because of this circumstance, and it hit me in this way, and it might be completely different from what the artist intended.
Right.
But like it's still.
But that's what's cool. It's like open for interpretation.
Right.
For me, what comes to mind is "Amazing Grace." Like that for me is such like an iconic. Like that is a powerful song that over the years that's just like impacted so many people.
In like so many different ways, right?
Exactly.
Like, it was written by like a slave trader.
Yeah, exactly.
Like about like the slave trade. Like
just
that's
powerful.
That's
stuff,
completely different from what a lot of people resonate with the song about.
Yeah,
It's super cool how it kind of takes on a life of its own.
Feel that.
But you see that in like photography and stuff too. I was looking at pictures of World War II the other day, and I was like, that would have been incredible.
Yeah.
You get to tell somebody's story.
Yeah.
Through a war.
Mm-hmm. Feel that, dude.
So,
it's good stuff.
So in trying to share our passions with people, how do you achieve your success? Like, because I was thinking about this the other day, right? Like, I want to make an impact on somebody's life, but in a way I have to be selfish about like, hey, this is my art, go listen to it because it might have this impact on you.
Yeah.
Like,
it really is such a balance, and defining that like success marker is so, it's like, because even with like what all of us are in right now, like followers and like creating your own brand, specifically in like on Instagram and on your website, you want to build your own brand to differentiate yourself from the competition, but it's also like you gotta reel it back in and boil it back down to the epitome of your passion.
Like, this is why I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I can't get caught up in
Exactly.
having this many followers.
Yeah.
I think, like the word that comes to mind is the authenticity, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think as long as you are being authentic and sincere, like, this is who I am, this is what I believe in, then like, I think the rest will come, rather than just putting on some sort of facade. But that's just me. Yeah, dude.
For me, like, at least because of what the watches that I'm into, I'm into like independent, they call it, instead of like Rolex, like the big huge brands. I like the independent ones because you get so much more of that art, and you get so much more passion and more uniqueness in what you buy. And I think that is it's something that's really missed in the watch industry.
Yeah, interesting.
That's something you see growth with, I think, in things that are typically more like artistic, right? Like indie artists versus like artists on labels, right? Like, you get more creativity and more passion in that than you typically do from somebody in a label who has to produce a song to meet a contract, right?
Absolutely.
So it'll be cool to see the watch industry kind of take on that approach a little more as time goes on.
Well, it's almost I guess that's kind of the problem right now is there's like two camps,
right?
Kind of. There's like traditionalists, and then there's people who are like Max Buser. Shouts to Max Buser. Hope he watches this. He's like, I don't want to be like a normal guy. Like, I'm gonna do what I want, and he just makes his passion of what he sees, and just makes it like exactly what he wants.
That's
and
awesome.
then just goes and does it.
Well, that takes like so much courage too to just.
Oh,
it does.
100%.
It absolutely does. Yeah. Good stuff, man. Well.
All right. Well, we got a couple minutes left. So last week we had set some goals for ourselves because we were talking about being intentional.
Yeah.
But the camera cut off before we actually got to the part where we were talking about what we were gonna do. So real quick, I just want to talk about, like, I was going to exercise this week.
Yeah.
And I think I did it. I think I went for a run like once.
Yeah.
So
well done.
you know, being intentional, but like it's also difficult.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So do you think that, like, what's the answer to that? Do you want to do more? Do you feel satisfied?
Yeah, no, I
with
definitely
that?
want to do more. Like, it was good to kind of get my foot wet.
Okay.
But like really nailing down, like, hey, what things need to be cut out of my life so that I can follow through with this.
Yeah.
Because
and again,
we
as
all
we
have
talked
a lot
about,
going
yeah,
on,
it
right?
comes down to accountability, right? Having people hold you accountable. So for me, what I was trying to do was I wanted to make one video, and so I will be doing that before the week is up. Got a couple one for a client and then one for personal. But yes, so I will be getting that done. Dan, what about you?
If I remember correctly, I believe mine was I wanted to be a little bit more intentional about getting a new job, and I
Like reaching out.
yeah, like
Okay,
reaching
yeah,
out
yeah.
and actually like being a little bit more productive with it. And I've been doing that. I've been talking to like
Heck yeah, dude.
a couple people. So,
Well done.
Yeah,
I love that.
So
Okay.
that's the thing.
Good
Yeah,
work.
and for me, it was just coming up with a new posting schedule for YouTube. So I think I'm going to commit to 2 videos a month
Okay.
and 4 posts by the time we film the next podcast. 4 posts on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then,
Good.
what was the last one? Yeah, first post is going to be on the 28th. Right.
Come on,
So
dude.
that's it.
4 posts a week, 2 videos a month.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
That is good stuff.
Nice. All right, do you guys have anything you want to like focus on this week, or?
Yeah, I think I'll probably be in the same
Just the
boat.
video?
I got 2 videos, 1 client, 1 personal, and then I've slacked off so much on posting. I just don't enjoy it as much, but I think after going to Hawaii, the creative juices have they've been flowing a little bit, so I feel that.
For me, I'm just like, I mean, no, because no, this weekend I'm flying to Chicago. I'm not going to be in the next podcast because I'm going to be in Chicago still, meeting my nephew for the first time, Emerson.
Come on, dude,
and
that's
then
exciting.
just hanging out with my brothers, and I have no plans to do anything productive
There you
except
go.
for
I
hang out
love
with my
that,
nephews.
dude.
Weekends.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's gonna
Being
be-
intentional with
yeah.
family, right?
Yeah, 100%.
so
I can't wait to be fun Uncle Dan,
Nice.
and that's my goal. So fun.
Can't wait to see that.
You got anything?
Cool.
I think just the
Jesus,
4
yeah.
posts. Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna try and exercise. All right, word of the day.
Word of the day, baby. What do we got?
It is vitriolic.
Vitriolic.
Let's do a quick rundown. What do you?
Victory was the first thing that popped in my mind.
Let's go with sensible.
Okay.
Dan, are you looking it up?
No, I'm pulling up my
The
quote.
description is harsh or corrosive.
Okay. All right.
Harsh or corrosive. Interesting.
That's good.
Okay.
Can you use it in a sentence real quick while Dan's
What
going
are
on
you
this
doing?
quote?
Your
Oh, I
vitriolic
had a quote.
comments about
I
my
had a
dress hurt my
Oh,
feelings.
you were doing okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I was.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay, thank God.
Wait, say it one more time. I missed that.
Your
sorry.
vitriolic comments about my new dress hurt my feelings.
Aw.
That's a
It
good
was a
one.
hot
She'll
dress.
probably get over it.
She'll be okay. Okay, quote of the day. This one I actually got 2 because one just made me laugh really hard. I heard one of my Scottish uncles said it to me one time. A nod's as good as a wink to a blind horse. And I love that because I have no idea what that means. But I'm pretty sure it has to do. It just means like being stubborn or something. But okay, last one.
man.
Here we go. Quote of the day. This is my favorite. Dietrich Bonhoeffer, one of my favorite authors. Silence in the face of evil is evil itself. All-time favorite quote.
Love that.
Stand up for what you believe in. We're out of time here.
All right.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. We will see you next week.
See you next
There's
week.
an email that we have right here. Email that if you have questions or comments or something that you want us to talk about.
Also, go listen to Good Faith because Madeon's a genius.
I love it. Boom.
Cool.
See you
See ya.
next week.